Welcome to our restorative yoga practice. Again, if you are live with us or watching this recording, we're going to be utilizing a yoga block, or if you don't have a yoga block handy, something in its place, a pillow, a towel, roll up sweatshirt, whatever you got lying around. You start by setting that off to the side so we know where it's at. Finding your way to a comfortable seat. Dropping the hands to the knees, close the eyes, breathe in. Exhale, breathe it out. Maintain this connection to breath. In and out. Finding that steady rhythm of breath. We're at the top of a new month, a new week. The end of one day. Acknowledging both beginnings and endings. Maybe we'll hang out in this place of transition. Right before something has fully ended or something new has begun. Setting an intention for what we might like to let go of or perhaps welcome in. Exhale, lower the right ear over to the right shoulder. Just let that head be heavy here. Keeping the right ear to shoulder. Let's take our left hand out, flex through the palm. As we reach through the heel of the hand, breathe in and breathe it out. 2 more times, just like that. Exhale, drop the left hand to the lap, lower the chin to your chest. Inhale, we'll lift the head right back up to center. Exhale, now lower the left ear over to the left shoulder. We can stay put right here. Extend the right arm out, flexing through the palm of the hand. Breathe in and breathe it out. Good. Few more rounds just like that. Exhale, lower the hand to the lap, chin to chest. Inhale, let's bring our right ear over to the right shoulder. Then exhale, circle the head back. Completing the circle, we'll take our head to the left. And then again, drop the chin to the chest. Do this a few more times. Moving through a big rotation. Next time the chin meets the chest, let's switch sides. Start to circle the opposite way. Evening out through both sides. We'll take an inhale and lift our head up to center. When we're ready, returning to our neutral seat. Breathe in and breathe it out. Good. With an inhale, open the right leg out to a 45-degree angle and place the left foot against the inside of the right thigh. We can use our block underneath the right knee. We can put the block underneath our left knee. We can set it to the side as we bring our hands around the right leg. Gazing at the right toes, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward over that right leg. We can keep the hands on the earth or reach forward towards the ankle, or even grab hold of that block, place it on top of the right leg, bringing your forehead to the opposite side, right? So the block is kind of held in place between your leg and your head. Not trying to force anything. Just noticing where you're at. Giving ourselves permission to be in the in between. Five more breaths right here. Holding our block in place. Let's begin to rise up to a seat. Take your time. Setting the block off to the side, removing it from underneath the knees, wherever it's at. Then we're going to straighten the legs out in front of you. Shake out through the knees, wiggle the toes, maybe circle the feet at the ankles. Breathe in. Take a big exhale out. Go. Drop those shoulders down once more. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Good. Inhale, we're going to slide the left leg out to our 45-degree angle, and then bend the right knee, bringing the foot to the inside of the thigh. Wherever you use the block on the first side, try to use it again here. So underneath the outside knee, inside knee, or maybe having it available for the top of the leg. We're going to drop our hands around the left leg to square off our shoulders, right? So left shoulder kind of pulls pulls back, right shoulder presses forward. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge over that left leg. and then use the block to bridge the gap between your head and the left knee or shin. Let's take about 5 more breaths right here. Holding on to our block, we'll rise up to a seat. Take your time. Set the block to the side or remove it from under the knees. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs out in front of you. Shake out through the knees. Breathe in and breathe it out. Good. Now let's take our block over to the right side of us, next to our right hip. It doesn't have to be like right up on the hip, but kind of in that same line. You can adjust the height of the block as tall as you need it to be, placing the right hand on the block so we feel supported right here. We're going to put a bend into the right knee and then reach the left hand across the top of that right foot. It's an overhanded grip towards the pinky toe side of the right foot. Now, holding on to that foot, right knee and left shoulder are going to draw together as we drop our head down. This might be enough. Breathing into the twist, maybe feeling this stretch in our upper back. Maintaining that hand to foot connection. If you want to slide the right leg forward, keep the twist. Breathing into that space under your left shoulder blade. Releasing the grip. Inhale, let's rise up to a seat. Take your time. Remove the block from the right side. Bring it over to the left. Left hand to the block. Left knee will bend. Right leg is straight. Right hand is going to go across for that left foot, shoulder to knee. And again, we could stay right here, feeling that twist, relaxing through the head, dropping it forward, right? As the body kind of opens up, maybe you're going for a challenge tonight, we start to slide that left leg forward, working on our twist. finding that balance between strength and flexibility. Two things that might seem like opposites, but are closer than we think. Release the grip on your left foot. Inhale, rise up to seated. Dropping the hands to the thighs, sit up tall. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale, let's open the legs to a wide V. Make any adjustments that you need. Grab hold of the block. Place it down as tall as you can at the center of your mat. Now, some of us might want to grab a second block, right? So that it's a little taller. That's fine too. Breathe in, exhale, hinge forward. Try to let your forehead be supported by that top block. Hips are neutralizing here. Low back is releasing. There's that, I think, pretty famous song lyric. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Letting go of whatever that we don't need, so that we can make room for the new beginnings. I know it's hard to let go. I get it. The more that we can practice, the more room we make to receive. Stay here another minute and a half or so, finding our edge. About 10 more breaths right here. Inhale, let's start to walk ourselves up to a seat. Take your time. Remove the block, set it to the side, draw the heels together back at the top of your mat. Inhale here, exhale it out. Let's bring our block to our right side. Place the right hand onto the block and inhale, send the left arm overhead. Exhale, find a side body stretch to the right, bending into the right elbow, maybe lowering the forearm to the block, reaching up and overhead, turning the heart up towards the sky. Take one more breath in and stay through the breath out. Inhale, we're going to gradually press ourselves back up to a seat. With an exhale, lower the left hand down. Grab your block, bring it over to the left side. Place the left hand to the block for support. Sweep the right arm high. Gaze at the palm. Keep the eyes on that right arm as we reach up and overhead. Side body stretch. The left elbow will bend, left forearm to the block. Heart rotating up and open. Good. Trust yourself. Lean back. Take 3 more breaths. Good. Inhale, let's rise up to seated. Exhale, lower that right arm down. Placing the hands to the lap, inhale. Exhale, lower, chin to chest. Now we're going to keep our chin to the chest, and this might be enough, especially if our neck is feeling really tight. If you want a little bit more intensity, weave the fingers together, place them at the base of the skull, elbows point down. We're not like pulling on the head, we're just adding a little bit of weight, which can deepen that stretch into the back of the neck. Drop your hands down to the lap. And inhale, let's lift our head up to center. Good. Big exhale, sigh it out. Grab hold of your block and we'll put a bend into the knees. Let's place our block down behind us on its small end lengthwise. If your back is really tight, you could also have a secondary block or a pillow just above it. We're going to lay back with that block supporting the space between our shoulder blades, letting the head either drop back so the crown of the head just lightly touches the mat, or again, it can be supported with a block or a pillow underneath the head. Hands will open to our sides, supported fish pose. Tailbone is on the ground. We could keep our knees bent, feet to the floor, or straighten those legs out in front of you if that feels all right. Take 5 more open mouth exhales here. Let's put a bend back to the knees. Exhale, roll over to the right side. Bringing your head down onto the right bicep, knees tucked up into the chest. We can take our left hand behind us, remove the block, set it off to the side. Then keeping the head down on that right bicep, lift the left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, let the left arm drop back behind you with the palm facing up. Relax into the fingers and the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, all the muscles that connect our joints. Good. 3 more big breaths right here. Exhale, we're going to take the left arm, slowly bring it down across the legs. Inhale, let's roll onto our back. Exhale it out. We can make any adjustments we need before rolling over onto our left side, landing in our fetal pose with the head on the bottom bicep, knees tucked up into the chest. Breathe in and breathe it out. Let's take an inhale and lift the right arm up. Exhale, let the right arm drop back. Palm facing up. Shoulder opener. Not rushing through to the end. Taking our time, savoring the journey. Allowing that right arm to open further back. Take our right arm and drag it down and across the legs. Inhale. When you're ready, press up to a tabletop on our hands and knees. Slowly transitioning up. As we come to our table, we're going to rock the hips from side to side. Come back to center. Inhale, drop the belly towards the earth, lift the hips and the head, cow pose. Exhale, pull the belly up and in, round cat back. Try that a couple more times. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Good. Once more on your own. Inhale. Let's come back to our neutral table. We're going to grab hold of our block. Step the right foot forward next to the outside of your right hand. Now, if this feels like too much, you can bring the block under the hands and lift the chest. More patient, we can simply bend the elbows or grab our block and lower one or both forearms onto the block. And that can be at any height you want. Surrender that heart forward. Relax through the neck and breathe. Inhale, let's walk ourselves up to the palms. Set the block to the side. Exhale, heel toe the right leg around and slide the knee back to tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Drop that belly button down. Lift the hips and the head up. Exhale, cat back. Pull the navel center up and in. Inhale, come back to your table. Exhale, step the left foot forward next to the outside of the left hand. Again, we can stay on the palms where we're at. We can lift the chest or we can lower it. Kind of like turning the temperature up or down. Sometimes we got to let things just simmer, right? They're not quite done, but we're not at the beginning. We're just simmering. Inhale, let's start to walk ourselves back up to the palms. Set the block to the side. Exhale, heel toe the left foot around, slide the knee back, tabletop. Inhale, let's rise up now to stand on the knees with the tops of our feet down, toenail side down. Exhale, have a seat on the heels. If that feels like too much, you can put your block between the hips and the heels. As we sit back into our hero's pose, we'll bring one hand to our heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe giving ourselves permission to be in the middle of our story. Knowing we don't have to have everything figured out. But we can keep showing up to this messy, sometimes middle. As we exhale, drop the hands to your sides. Inhale, lift the hips, remove the block, set it off to the side, and we'll come forward to our tabletop. Exhale, step the right foot back, ball of the foot to the ground, heel presses back. Release that right knee down, and then step the left foot back. Good. Exhale, release one more time. Inhale, right leg steps back. Exhale, lower down, and then the left. Lower it down. Inhale, swing the legs around. Once again, let's come to have a seat on our mat. We'll put a bend to the knees and lower ourselves all the way down to our back. So we find our way to our spine, open the arms wide to a T. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Turn your head to the left. Twist it out. Find your variation of a twist. Inhale, we'll bring our knees back to center, neck to neutral. Exhale, drop those knees over to the left. Turn the head to the right, twisting, wringing it out. Inhale, let's bring our knees back to center. Exhale, open the knees in opposite directions. Place one hand to the belly, put the other hand over your heart. Take a full breath in right here. Exhale it out. As we take another few breaths, our Supta Baddha Konasana, we can ask ourselves if there's anything else that we need, anything that will make us feel like we've done everything we need to in this practice. Maybe one more posture, stretch, twist. With an exhale, we can start to release our hands to our sides and straighten the legs out. When we have done everything we need to, we'll find our place of rest, knowing that it is done, it is good. We take a moment here in one ending before we begin again. Find rest. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana, you're welcome to for as long as you need. This space is yours. When you're ready to be guided out, let's begin to deepen our breathing. Invite movement into our fingers and our toes. Let's rock our head from side to side. And take a big early morning stretch with the arms overhead. Exhale, bending the knees, placing our feet to the floor. And then we'll roll over to our right side. Taking a moment, pausing here in our fetal pose. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Inhale, let's press from here up to a comfortable seat when we're ready, without any rush or hurry. Taking our time to transition. As we find our way back to a seat, we'll bring our hands together at our heart, eyes closed. Letting go of what has been to make room for what will be. As we inhale, we'll lift our thumbs to our forehead, acknowledging this deep truth. Exhale, bowing forward as we say, Namaste.